Today's destination is Faqra. Faqra is at an altitude of 1,500 meters and we have a wedding tonight. And let me tell you, I'm so glad we're going to the mountains today because at temperatures of 27 degrees at the coastline and a humidity of about 70%, you don't want to be doing a sound check at 4 p.m. So the plan is to go before sound check today, to go see St. Charbel statue if it's clear, and I think the weather will be clear. If it's clear enough, you can see a beautiful view of the coastline from there, and it's the biggest statue in Lebanon as well. We're going to see a dam, we'll see the natural bridge and the Roman ruins that we have in Faqra as well. We are playing tonight at a venue called Chabrouh Dam, and we have played there many times before. Usually the sound is amazing and we know the guy very well and we love it there. So hopefully another successful event tonight. And now I'm walking to the dam. I parked my car outside as we're not allowed to drive in, and it's a beautiful surrounding here. Such a serene place. The dam itself is 63 meters high and it's 1,300 meters in length with a capacity of 8 million cubic meters. Let's try to go a little bit up and check it out from up there. Could there be a better thing to do now? It's so quiet here. I just met a couple, they were walking down, and now there's absolutely no one here. I realize I haven't told you about the band. The band is called Amy Smack Daddy, and the name comes from our drummer. So today I'll get him to tell you the story. It's a funny one. We started in 2009. We were 5 guys, 5 members. We had a keyboardist, Chabrouh, who had left the band in 2011 because he was traveling. And we got Joe ever since to play with us, the keyboard. And we had Cyril on bass. Cyril left the band again about 4 years ago to move away to Europe. And so we've been, and the vocalist, we had a guy, his name was Mark. We had great success with Mark. And then we had Ingrid since 2014, 2015. The band has been going strong ever since. We put a lot of effort into playing the songs as perfectly as we can, and it's been going very well. And we are now next to the statue of St. Charbel. Now this is a place for praying, so I'm going to be talking with a low voice. This statue that you see in front of you is 23 meters long. It weighs 40 tons. And the story is that the mayor of the town had always thought about creating a monument here in Faqra because they thought it would be good for tourism. And one day his nephew actually became sick. He was 13 years old, and they asked Charbel, they pledged a vow that if he makes it, there will be the statue for him and his parents, the child's parents. He had to undergo 2 operations and he was in a coma. And then he made it. And they kept their promise and their vow, and they built this amazing, gigantic statue. We are now approaching the natural bridge. The natural bridge is a spectacular sight, really. It's very hard to believe that this is the work of nature. This bridge was formed over thousands of years by natural erosion of limestone rocks. It created an arch-like structure. This bridge has a height of 58 meters, an arch opening of 38 meters, and a span of 52 meters. I really don't want to be late for Soundcheck, so I'm going to be leaving now. This is where the ceremony will take place, with the stage just on the other side. This means that once the guests start to come in, we'll have to stop our sound check. As you can see, the setting is elegant, and this wedding is on the smaller side. This venue could accommodate easily twice the number of guests. Next up is our sound check, and this is my setting. I use analog pedals, a small amp, and a microphone. Done with the sound check. It was a little bit rushed today, as usual in weddings, because they have us for the dance part, and then they have a band for the welcome drink, and they have the ceremony and a DJ. So the same sound engineer had to do all of this. But I think it will be okay. And now the venue is actually just across the street from the ruins of Faqra. Unfortunately, it's closed now, but I'm trying to see how I can show you guys most of it without actually entering. So this is it from where I'm standing. It is the biggest monument, Roman monument in Mount Lebanon. The biggest one in Lebanon is in Baalbek. These ruins date back to the Roman Empire and are believed to have been built in the 2nd and 3rd centuries AD. Now, and as promised, I'll let Carlos tell you how the name Amy Smagdadi came about.
Time to tell you the story of Amy and her golden hair. So this is the story of how the band name Amy Smagdadi came into existence. My brother and I used to be living in Birmingham in the mid-90s, and we were renting a room with the landlord and his family, and one of their granddaughters was called Amy, and we were completely unaccustomed to the Midlands accent, and it was quite heavy. And so we'd hear Amy's mum calling her, "Amy, come and eat your pudding. Amy, it's dinner time. Where's your drawing?" And that was a treat for the ears. But on one occasion, after a Sunday lunch, there was a Sunday roast, and we were all sitting around after lunch, and in an effort to tease her dad, Amy's mum told her to smack her dad, and she said, "Amy, smack daddy!" And there you go.
ولا شيء؟
ما نحرم
انطرت يوصل له البزر.
سوري فتوش. ايه لو حطه مع الفتوش هيك خلص.
شو؟
ليك رح حطه مع الفتوش.
دوقه بالاول.
ما بقى
اوكي.
رح حطه مع الفتوش.
بتجيش.
مع فتوش
Merci.
بيطلع لي سربرايز لقمة سربرايز.
Our go-to restaurants after sound checks are Lebanese ones. We ordered a few meza plates, hummus, fattoush, balila, and of course, araq, the national alcoholic beverage to go with them. We got rewarded with a stunning view from the restaurant. With full bellies, we headed back to the venue.
How's everybody doing tonight? Hi guys! Let's do
Gig done. I couldn't film much, unfortunately, because right now I'm using a DJI Pocket 2 cam, and I'm just realizing that to film on stage with a tripod, I actually need an action cam, which I should get next. Because what happens with this camera is that the stage, you have the subwoofers next to the stage, and the stage are always vibrating, so it always stops recording, protecting the gimbal. Concerning this particular event, what can I say? Soundcheck. It's the most important thing. Never rush any soundcheck, or never make a band rush any soundcheck. This is what we were forced to do today. The sound engineer was a bit slow. He had to work on our soundcheck and a soundcheck for another band, for the Welcome Drink band, and he had to as well set up everything for the DJ. So we couldn't finish our sound check. The singer wasn't able to hear herself well. We weren't able to hear anything well. But of course, this is not at all the fault of the people there, especially the bride and the groom. They deserve to have a great night. So this is what we do. We never make them feel anything. But in what concerns us, it's not a really nice experience. Oh, we have 2 gigs in a row in 2 weeks, and it's actually in my hometown, and we're going to be spending the night there, where I was born. I lived there for 18 years, so this is a special one. I'll be seeing my family, I'll be sleeping at my parents' house, and I hope that it will be a nice weekend. I'm sure it will be a nice weekend. The whole band will be staying there, sleeping there, and then we'll do something the next day during the morning, and then go to another sound check and so on. And we're playing at the same venue, one of my favorite venues. It's a beautiful venue. You're going to see it next. Bye for now.